Hey guys, Coach Trina and Coach Nick here from Friction CrossFit to go over your Friday workout. So for the warm-up, what we're going to do is start with 4 rounds of a 30-second plank, 20 squat push-ups, 10 box dips, and 10 lunges. So for those, Coach Nick will show you, but we'll start off with that plank, 30 seconds, start a timer. What you're going to do is get down into a plank position, arms fully locked out, looking for a hollow position at the top. Legs are together. He's taking his rib cage and he's tucking it down into his body, into his belly to keep that good plank position strong. After that, you guys have 20 squat push-ups. So from that plank position, all you're going to do is bring the shoulder blades together at the top and then back down while keeping your arms nice and locked out. Then you guys have 10 box dips or chair dips in this case. So take a chair, bring the legs out in front, toes will point up. You're going to dip down. If your chair is a little bit lower, you're trying to look for the hips to get to the floor. If your chair is a little bit higher, like Coach Nick's, then just go as far as that range of motion will allow you. After that, you guys have 10 lunges. You can step forward or step backwards for those, but back knee touches the ground, 1 foot at a time. Bring your feet together after each one. If you guys step backwards, you'll just take your foot back instead of forward. That's going to be it for your warm-up. As far as mobility today, we're going to go a minute per side in lizard, tricep wall stretch, and then a child's pose. So for lizard, what we're doing is getting into a long lunge, back knees on the ground. You can keep the arms nice and tall if you'd like, or you can go down to the forearms if you have that mobility. Looking for a stretch in the hip flexors, the quads, the hamstrings with that one. And then tricep wall stretch is your next stretch. So find a wall, take your tricep and your elbow, prop it up, lean into it, feel that stretch throughout the tricep and throughout the lat as well. Your last stretch you guys have is child's pose. So what you'll do, get down, belly towards the ground, toes will be together, knees will be apart. That's going to give room for our hips to sit back, dropping our chest down to the floor and then reaching our fingers as far long as they will go. For your skill work today, we do have squats. We're gonna go 4 times through 10 squat therapy, 5 tempo squats, or if you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell at home, you can make those a goblet squat, and then we'll go 20 seconds in a squat hold. So for your squat therapy, basically, if you have a wall in front of you, that's what you're gonna use to do these. So Coach Nick will pretend there's a wall here, and then he's gonna put his hands up. He's gonna sit his butt and hips back and down, trying to keep that chest nice and tall. And with this, you might have to work a little bit with where your foot position is in relationship to the wall. If it's a little tough at first, take a couple steps back. Hopefully, as the rounds go on, you're able to bring those feet in a little bit. After that, you guys have 5 tempo squats. So for the tempo, we're gonna go 5 seconds down, 1 second in the bottom, 5 seconds back up, 1 second at the top. So feet shoulder width apart, butts and hips go back and down, 5 seconds all the way down, pause for a second in the bottom, 5 seconds up, just like that. After that, you guys have 20 seconds in a squat hold. So you're just gonna get down to the bottom of the squat, break parallel, stay active in the bottom of that squat. You don't want to let the butt collapse underneath. Can you show us what that looks like, Nick?
My butt collapses.
Yeah, like an inactive bottom squat hold versus an active squat hold. Perfect. So 4 times through for that. Like I said, if you guys have a kettlebell or a dumbbell at home, you may substitute the tempo squats for a goblet squat instead. Basically with that, you're just going to hold that object in a front rack position in front of you, and then you'll squat from there. For your Metcon today, guys, you have 2 rounds, 2 minutes of max push-ups, 2 minutes max sit-ups, 2 minutes of max flutter kicks, and then 2 minutes of squats, and then 4 minutes of rest. So basically with that, you have a 2-to-1 work to rest ratio. It's 2 rounds. So for the push-ups, what you'll do, get down into that push-up position, hands underneath the shoulders. You're gonna lower yourself down until your chest and thighs touch the ground. Keep the elbows tucked in nice and close to your sides. And then we're looking for full extension at the top. If we need to scale that, we can go to a hand release push-up. So get into that push-up position. When you get down to the bottom, hands will come off the ground, and then you'll push back up at the top. If you need to scale that even further, we can do a box push-up, or a chair push-up. You'll grab a chair, hands will be on the chair, looking for the chest to touch it, and then press back up at the top. 2 minutes max sit-ups after that. So you can butterfly the feet. You're gonna reach the hands back, over your head, they touch the ground, and then we're looking for the shoulders to come over the hip crease on the sit-ups for the standard. Hands will touch in front of the mat, and then you're back into your next rep. After that, you guys have flutter kicks. So you're gonna lay down on your back. If you can, try to keep your shoulders off the ground. You can place your hands underneath your butt if you want for a little bit of support. You're just kicking the toes up and down. Beautiful. Air squats after that, 2 minutes, max set of those. What you're gonna do, get your feet just outside your shoulders, butt and hips go back and down, break that parallel, and then stand up nice and tall at the top. Make sure the chest stays tall. That is why we work the squat therapy before this. After that, 4 minutes of rest. Like I said, 2-to-1 work to rest ratio with this workout today. Stimulus, try to match your reps on both rounds. Also, on a movement like the push-up, if you know you can keep a max set of 3, stick with that and don't go to failure. So don't try to bust out your first set of push-ups with your max set, because it's max set for 2 minutes, not just one set. So try to find a consistent pace with that and stay moving. I know personally I can keep sets of 5 throughout a workout, so I will stick with that, give myself a little rest in between, and then I'm right into my next set. With the sit-ups, I would say try to just stay moving on that. Try not to, if the pace becomes a little bit slower, that's fine, but you're looking to stay moving for that whole 2 minutes. Same thing with the flutter kicks and the air squats. Rent today, guys, last thing, is just gonna be 2 minutes per side on a quad rollout. If you have a foam roller at home, roll out those quads, and then if not, just do a couch stretch. So use your couch if you'd like, or use a chair, but that back leg gets propped up onto the chair, pushing the hips forward, looking for a stretch in the hip flexor. That is all we have for you today. Enjoy your workout, and we will see you next time.